currently there are only three 24-hour networks in South Africa. My particular organization has been on air with a 24-hour product for about 4 or 5 years now. We have been on terrestrial primetime news for about 10 years before that. Then just recently, the SABC, of which Vuyani works for, they came online with a 24-hour news channel about 2-3 months ago, and just about 2 weeks ago, the third channel came up. So we're really sticking to our core business, which is television. We've started with the online side, and through that social networking and social media aspects are coming on board. In terms of using it as a news source, crowdsourcing and using the internet is still very young in South Africa. More and more newsrooms are starting to get on board with that, getting in some trainers to help you with how to crowdsource, or what is crowdsource, even just how to use Google. We have some very lazy journalists in South Africa. Just use Google. If I could just relate a story to you. There was last week, one of the provincial police commissioners was appointed by a national police commissioner. And after the announcement of this particular police commissioner, journalists started doing some background. They Googled his name, and they found that he had a pending DUI charge, which seemingly went unnoticed by the people who appointed him.
Oh, wow.
So just as he was appointed, he was recalled again. Just by doing a Google search, he would have come up with that.
And it's 24-hour news, radio news is huge. So our focus when we monitor is really on the radio news, print, 24-hour news, or the broadcast side of things. And then with print, it's not your community newspapers. You know, it's the ones that are able to set the agenda. And Twitter at this point in time is not really setting that agenda. You know, it's maybe like for, not a lot of people, say for instance, is following, say, ENCA, they get their news not through Twitter, but they're getting their news through, unless you're really, really interested in your news junkie, you go to Twitter to find your news. You really wait for the Cape Times to come out, turn on the radio, listen to SAFM, watch ENCA to follow what the details are. People are not that inclined in, maybe I'm just generalizing, but I don't find that for instance, my brother is following Twitter on Nelson Mandela's health.